Maybe I should have started a snowmobile channel instead of a car channel. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a little install of a new product that I just found out about. Apparently it's not new. Apparently it's been around for a while, but I just learned about it recently. It's called the SSRA, which I believe stands for Super Sucker Ram Air. Anyway, so we're going to install that on my 2002 Camaro SS today, and just let you get a look at it here. It's basically like the SLP version, only it goes clear to the bottom. This here goes on the bottom here, and it fastens on the bottom of your bumper. They got three different kinds. They got the regular SSRA, and then they got one made for non-air conditioned cars, which I think is thicker because you get more room without the AC condenser. And then they got this one here. This is made for the AC models, but it's called the Jaws, and the reason being it'll at speed the air will cause it to open up further. Now the reason I went with this one is because my car has ground effects, which drop down, I don't know, probably an inch or so further than the stock bumper. So I figured I'd probably going to need this. I may even have to do is, once it's on the original factory bumper, I might have to pull it down and pin it so that it actually comes down far enough to catch the air. But we'll find out once I get it on there. Anyway, to start, you got to remove your factory intake. Now mine's different than what most of you guys probably have. This here's the Volant cold air. Anyway, I'm gonna remove it. I want to remove it all as one piece. So I'm just gonna disconnect it from the throttle body. Remember to disconnect your incoming air temperature sensor. I gotta remove the whole thing here. And remember to disconnect your mass air meter in here. Yeah, that should do it. My intake's held on just with two Phillips screws. Or not Phillips, Robinsons. Okay, so I should be able to lift the whole thing right out. There. Okay, so you see that I've got the SLP version of this intake. I got it fastened down because it had to be modified to work with the Volant. Don't want to come out. so the SLP one just comes right out. Do a little comparison here. So they're real similar, although I think this one here is a little bit thicker. Should allow a little more air. It's definitely thicker further down, but I'm talking about at the top here, it's a little bit thicker too. But they're very similar otherwise. Okay. In order to install this, you gotta, this plastic piece has got to come out, and there's one on the bottom's got to come out. And I think there's like, for this one, there's 2 push pins. This has already been, this here probably looks different than what you guys have because it's already been modified for the SLP cold air. Anyway, I think there's just 2 pins holding this one on. The bottom one's got a little bit more. So anyway, we'll go underneath. I'm gonna need this here for them push pins. I'm gonna need a 10mm. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. Okay, so we'll start by removing these 2 10mm, just the corner ones, because that's part of the plastic piece. And they're 10mm. Should have had the car up a little bit higher, I think, but we'll get her. Now there's a couple of the push pins right here that has to be separated. Yeah, this tool here is not going to work, but anyway, this will work for these ones. Because you got to remove these push pins here. There's one. Two. There's the third one. So that part's done. Now, like I said, there's these push pins here, we got to get these out. Just pull it out by hand, I guess. Okay, there it should come straight down. The bottom one came out easy enough. The top one's held in by 2 push pins, and they're right, I don't know if the camera's bringing this up, right where my finger's pointing. They're right there, they're fastened on here, so all you gotta do is come in through the top, just pull it. I've already done, that one wasn't even connected, this one here was, but I already got it. Just pop it out, and then it should slide right up through. Might have to get in here, and she's catching right there. So, okay, I'll bend that over. And this side here, just see where it's catching the wiring harness. So just come in here. Guess I can't get my hand in that side. Just come in here and just pull it over so it clears and right out. Pretty easy. So you have to remove both them, and then the top part of the ram air should slide right in. I just push back some on the radiator and the condenser. It should slide right down in. Just catching on something. Okay, right there. There, just goes down in here. Okay, it might be the bottom that helps hold it. I don't know. We'll see here. Okay, so we'll go underneath with the bottom piece. So put these up in. So that's in. Okay, so this end here slides up into the top piece is how it works. It's a bit of a pain to get it. Get this other side started. I don't know how well the light or the camera's picking this up, but so I shove it in the other side, and then gotta force it. It's a tight fit, which isn't a bad idea. It's just hard to get it started. Almost had it. There. Now it slides right up inside the other one. Okay guys, so the camera quit on me again. But anyway, I got it up in there. I shoved it up in here. Just from looking at it, what I'll probably do is I'll get myself some black duct tape. I'm just gonna, because I like to have it all sealed up. Just put a little black duct tape around here. Other than that, it seems to be pretty good. And it comes with some screws to fasten it to the bumper. So I'll just show you putting a couple of these in. Grab it now, I think. Should have the car up a little higher. There, so we got 1, 2, 3 more to put in. Anyway, that'll hold her nice and tight. Now, as you can see, where I got the ground effects, I don't know how much air is going to catch, but what I'm going to do, I'll just put the rest of these screws in. But anyway, I'm going to leave it as is. And then when I can finally get the car out to test it, I'll mount a camera under here. And if it works, if the air catches it enough to open it up, then I'll leave it as is. If not, I'll just open it up as far as it'll go. And then I'll put little pins here to hold it open so it'll catch the air. But it'll probably catch the air right here. And if it, like I say, if it works, I'll just leave it as is. If not, we'll pin it down. But I'm happy with it. It seems to fit pretty good. We'll go up the top here. So you can see it fits real good. It's pretty snug. I'm going to put a little piece of weather strip in here, just so it seals to the. I got a different box. This is meant for like the factory style lid. And another thing I'm going to do is once I get the car out and able to test some stuff, I'm going to put the Volant cold air up against the factory style lid with the SLP lid. We'll see which one, see if there's any difference, see if one works better than the other. That's something we'll do later on this summer when I can get the car out. Other than that, I'm happy with the piece. This guy's got a Facebook page. Let's find it here. Okay. Apparently he's on Facebook. His Facebook page is Austin Performance Inc. So you can go on there. Now I bought this kit off eBay. I don't know if I bought it from this guy or somebody who's selling for him. I have no idea. He's got a website. I tried the website and all I got was a bunch of Chinese writing. Then it said this web page is not available. But I did go on his Facebook page. It does work. So you can go on there. Anyway, if you watch any of my videos, I always say there's two must-have modifications. One is a 160 degree thermostat, and the other is a manual fan switch. Now those two items by themselves, they don't add any power. What they do, they allow you to control the temperatures, which these cars are very sensitive to temperature, and your quarter mile times can be quite different on a hot day. So that's why I always recommend the manual fan switch and the 160 degree thermostat. Well, I'm gonna add a third item that I think everyone should have for your LS1 Camaro, and that's this SSRA. Reason being, even if the ram air doesn't add any power, it's just the fact that you always have access to ambient air, like the outside air. You won't be pulling any air from the engine bay, because that's really the worst kind of cold air intake you could have, is one that pulls hot air from under the hood. And this here will ensure that you always have a steady supply of outside air. Anyway, guys, I don't know if anyone would be interested in this or not, but like I say, I think it's probably a must-have modification for your LS1 Camaros. Whether or not it works with the Trans Am, I have no idea. But of course, if you got a Trans Am with the ram air hood, then you probably use the ram air hood. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll catch you in the next one.